School, for me at least, has conditioned me quite poorly in socializing and making friends. Because when you think about it, from the start of your school day, you're forced to be around people who are the same age as you, most likely share similar interests as you, especially during elementary school, and you're forced to interact with these people every day. From the bus ride to school, your classes, lunchtime, the bus ride back home, and clubs if you joined any, you're constantly granted opportunities to get to know your peers. This was by far the most simple during elementary school because kids don't really care about your physical appearance, your clothes, or how well off your family is. It's also generally pretty easy for children to approach people because they're not really thinking about whether or not they'll seem weird or strange. I'm sure for most people, elementary school was the best time of their life, where you made the best memories, the best friends. But of course, all good things in life must come to an end, and with that end starts the beginning of the end of your childhood. Middle school was a very interesting place. Many topics to speak on, but why don't we start with entering middle school? What middle school basically did was it said, you know what, man? I know you spent the majority of your childhood with all these kids from your old school, and you might be really close to them or whatever. But how about this? This is gonna be so cool. We split you all up all across the school, right? Like none of you guys will be in the same class or anything like that. And then we'll put you in classes full of people you never even knew existed. That sound nice? No, not really. That doesn't sound nice at all. Alright, glad you're on board, Yo, chill. You start school on the 13th. Can't wait to see you, man. Aight, bruh. Aight. And you think to yourself, hey, it is what it is. I'll just try to make some new friends if I can't hang out with my old friend. But then you come to realize middle schoolers are the nastiest, most rude, despicable people on the planet. It's like a mixture of them thinking that they're grown now that they've left elementary school and free access to the internet. It's also like a false sense of freedom that these kids feel, which encourages them to get into things which children shouldn't really be getting into. From bad language to adult content, these little gremlins were as fatherless as it gets. I'm pretty sure most people got introduced to adult content in middle school as well. Man, if I was a parent, I would keep my kid as far away from these monsters as possible. These little niggas were freaky, I tell you. I remember this one kid that got caught watching gay videos in the bathroom. Like, I'm not gonna lie with you, bruh. Moving schools after an incident like that is simply not enough. You would have to take more drastic measures. But I still can't believe how freaky these kids were, man. I remember I was friends with this one kid, and literally, dude, literally, this guy was so unhinged, his phone wallpaper was literally just a picture of a lady's private parts. And it doesn't stop there. Not only were these kids being freaky with themselves, they were being freaky with each other. I remember news spread about this one girl that got pregnant, y'all, like, damn, 7th grade, pregnant. How crazy is that? Not to mention, these middle schoolers were rude, man. It was a daily occurrence for these kids to argue with teachers. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes, a lot of the times, the teacher was being very unreasonable. It's very strange for such old people to have beef with kids they're like 6 times older than. But, these kids, man, I swear. Sometimes the teacher would just ask them to sit down and they'd make a whole issue out of nothing. And those kids that would be loud as hell and the teacher would ask them to stop talking and they'd be like, what did I do? I wasn't even talking. Oh my gosh, bro. I felt I should point out what kind of people you're surrounded with in middle school. Of course, I did find people there who were very amazing and even reunited with some of my old friends, but I still did lose contact with the majority of people I was close with, not to mention the kids that just went to a different school entirely. From time to time, I'd see them in the hallways, but would be too nervous to talk to them after so long. Looking back, it would have been such a simple thing to just strike up a conversation and try to maintain that connection. But unfortunately, I was a pretty shy child. I just thought that eventually I would be put in a class with them and I wouldn't have to do any of the work myself. And I think most kids thought that way, that things would just come to them eventually. But the longer I waited, the more difficult it became to approach them. But you know what? Even though I can't talk to my old friends, I made all these cool new friends, right? Oh wait. High school. Actually, high school wasn't that bad, to be honest. Everyone was pretty chill, and it was even in the same campus as my middle schools, so everyone I knew from my middle school was already there. Everything was going smoothly. Freshman year, probably the best year for me academically. Sophomore year, what a breeze. Seems like high school's not that bad after all. I'm even almost done with my sophomore year already. Wait, what's this? It seems like there's a virus going around. It came from China. What's it called? The coronavirus. Loki sounds pretty stupid. Yo, we got niggas wearing masks? Oh nah, y'all being corny for real. Wait, we're getting online school for the rest of the semester? I guess this is pretty serious, but at least I get to stay home. That extra time I was granted in my house playing Roblox all day didn't really do me any favors now that I think about it. The last couple of months of my sophomore year and the first semester of my junior year all took place within my house. But I can't even lie, man, that was probably the most fun period of my life. Anyways, going back to school felt very unnatural after being away for so long. And not just for me, but for everyone else too. And the fact that we had to wear masks as well added to the sense of isolation. Literally every class I had was always silent. No one was talking to each other, aside from the teacher, of course. The teacher would ask a question, no response. Teacher would crack a joke, silence. It didn't take long, however, for people to start getting comfortable with each other again, but the damage done was irreversible. I would, for the remainder of my time in high school, remain quiet, seeing people I once knew in the hallways and barely glancing at them. That's so crazy to think about, that I was once laughing, playing around with them, sitting together with them at lunch, chatting with them the whole bus ride to and from school, but now we hardly acknowledge each other's existence. Now, having left high school and currently in college, you would think that college would be really fun, yet another chance at making friends. Nah! No, not at all. The classes in college function really terribly because rather than the teacher having open discussions with the class and the class being able to interact with each other throughout the lesson, you instead have to sit down and listen to your professor yap for like 2 hours while all you're supposed to do is quietly take notes. That's it. Not to mention, everyone is even more split up than before. I mean, I guess there's like school activities that go on around campus, but you think I care about school spirit? Hell nah, bruh. What's good, guys? I did say last video that I would try to upload every week to at least every other week, but this video for some reason took me 3 weeks, 3 whole weeks, 3 damn weeks, bro. My bad. I mean, I'm not really talking to much of an audience. Anyways, yeah, I just made this little video right here. You know, school's coming up. School started for most of you already. My elderly self has already moved on from school. So yeah, man. Anyways, that's it, man. I hope if you did watch this video till the end, I hope you liked it. You feel me? Yeah, that's it, man. Hey, hope you watch the next one I make. All right, bye.